Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, June 20th, 2025. Last trading day of the week. Markets are open and we have gold down $23 to 3,348. Good price there. And we have silver down 44 cents to 35.94, having tried to bust through 37 and lost steam at that level. In the futures market, silver is 35.98, little spread there between spot and futures. The gold-silver ratio, after making two attempts to get down through 90, failed and is now headed back up to 92.94 and could easily see 94 here depending on the level of the sell-off. As I've been saying, there are a lot of shorts out there. The shorts are building large positions and margin requirements are increasing, and today looks like going to be a retracement day. I think for silver, if we can see 35.50, I think that would be a good entry point today. We'll see if we do. It is triple witching, options expiration, which means there are going to be big moves in either direction. We have got the 10-year up 0.04 to 4.435. So not much of a flight to safety here in spite of looming warfare. We have got the dollar down nearly 0.1% to 89.70, and dollar continues to look weak. Copper may spoil the sell-off for silver because it is up 6 cents today, now making another high to 4.90 as it rolls back to $5 in my opinion, and industrial demand appears to continue to be strong for commodities, which silver is. In the economic calendar today, we have the Empire State Manufacturing Survey at 8:30 Eastern. That's about 20 minutes from now. And then tomorrow, retail sales, import prices, industrial production, capacity utilization, home builder confidence. Wednesday, housing starts, building permits, and initial jobless claims. But, hopefully we'll rally into initial jobless claims, but Friday, Monday could see sell-offs. We'll have to see what happens. All right, and in the pre-market, we are back in the neutral category at 54. Dow futures up 27, I don't know why. S&P futures up 3, NASDAQ futures up 24 as the bull market rages on in the face of an escalating war. But has been de-escalated a little bit as Trump indicating he'll give it 2 weeks before he decides. And actually, it would be Congress that decides if we should drop bombs in Iran. Okay, moving on to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin I think is up today. We got Bitcoin up 1,255 to 105.957. All right, before I go on, welcome all new viewers, subscribers, members, and we do this every day trying to find the best deals we can anywhere on the internet, and I'm not sponsored by any bullion dealers. The website is bestsilvergolddeals.com, and you can click along with me to see how things change throughout the day, and we will do that. But before we do, let's get on to the question of the day, and this comes from a subscriber that wants to know if he should insure his precious metals. Now, I think I'll do a deep dive on this on my Sunday video, but the question is, do you insure your precious metals, assuming you keep them in your home or somewhere in your possession, and along with your property insurance, do you insure your precious metals? Yes or no would be fine. If you want to elaborate, we'll build that into the Sunday video as we dive deeper into that important question. Okay, and on to the deals. I'm going to go a little faster today because I'm going fishing. So, what do we have here in the 1 gram, in the 1/100th gold category? 43.60 at SD Bullion for a Scottsdale 1/100th gold bar. 1 gram gold in assay, 126 at bullion.com. And the new customer deal here is 108 at bullion.com. So what you could do is you could pick up the new gram near spot or at spot, and then another bar at a little bit higher, get over your $200 free shipping level, and you'll have a couple grams of gold at a great price. Let's move on to a 1/10 BU Gold Eagle. Everything will be BU unless I say otherwise. 376 at Bullion Exchanges. Not a terrible price there. 1/10 gold maple 366 at Safe Haven Metals. A .1106 ducat restrike 383. Of course, these won't be BU. 383 at SD bullion. You can do the math on that. Not a bad price for a little bit of foreign gold. Quarter ounce gold eagle, also a pricey little coin, 876 at Monument Metals. Quarter ounce Krugerrand is, and yeah, that one's sold out. Nothing cheap on quarter ounce Krugerrands at the moment. 5-gram gold in assay, and you got to do the math on this, but Americans hate metric, and therefore prices are typically lower on metric gold in assay or out of assay. So 583 for 5 grams at Monument Metals. All right, the peso I am skipping. A $5 commemorative, 0.241 ounce of gold, is $8.29 at Provident Metals. Good to see lower prices here. 10-gram gold is a great size, and it is affordable and not too expensive here at $1,115 at Golden Eagle. And I'm not sure if that's in assay or not, BU or circulated. Let's go on to a 1/2 Krugerrand, $1,731 at Safe Haven Metals. And a 1-ounce Gold Eagle, a little cheaper today, at $3,373 at Bullion Exchanges. Actually, that's a pretty darn good price. With gold at 3,350 or so. That's a pretty good price there, pretty near spot. But we'll try to find that cheaper on eBay. That's what we do a little bit later. The things just get cheaper and cheaper as we go down and through the website. A gold buffalo will not be cheap, though. Those are $34.55 in the slab. The slab is cheaper than the raw coin. And you'll still have to pay up, though, about $100 over spot for a gold buffalo, which is pure gold, as opposed to the eagle, which is not pure gold. 1-ounce gold maple is at Safe Haven Metals, and that is $3,413, kind of pricey. Let's go on to a Krugerrand, which is often your cheapest gold coin, $3,360 at Bullion Exchanges. Also not pure gold, but they overweight that to make sure you get an ounce of pure gold. Okay, platinum. Platinum is doing pretty well. So you notice copper up, platinum up today. Palladium was probably up as well. Let's go back, and I always skip platinum. Oh, now it's gone down. It was up earlier. So sell-off is accelerating. We have silver down 40 cents, platinum down $4, palladium up 10. Big spread between platinum and palladium, and I would caution you, although I'm very bullish on platinum here, and I think there's going to be another buying opportunity pretty soon. I don't know about palladium. Palladium is a wild card. And with copper rallying, platinum ought to resume its rally at some point. But it's a Friday, it's a triple witching, and well, we could see prices much lower. You're going to have to give this an hour today before you decide what to do, whether the dip will be good enough for you to buy. A platinum bar in assay, not too bad. $1,348. No, I don't want to pay that much. Let's keep going. Maybe it was the platinum coin that was cheaper. Nope, $1,388 for a platinum coin at SD Bullion. Everybody's buying platinum. Why? Because it's a third the price of gold, and platinum has not made its big run yet. It is prior to a breakout into the 1300s, but once it breaks above, and everything does eventually, right? You saw gold do it. You saw silver do it recently. You saw copper do it. Platinum, I think, will have its day. But buy smart, okay, when you buy platinum. Don't pay too high a premium. Okay, we got a silver eagle at $39.84 at Bullion Exchanges, $39.64 in a tube of 20, and that is about $330, $350 over spot. We can find a better deal than that. Okay, what are the gold flowing hairs going for in the open market? $5,400 for a sealed box, $5,000 for a 69. Still worth holding those. I hope you did. My caution light is on because we had a big move, and I thought it was improbable we would continue that move in silver. Gold having a down week, first one in some time. So we got to let things settle out here a little bit. Cautious at these higher levels, but I do think that gold will hold the 33.50, and I do think that silver will hold 35.50. Could be wrong. Okay, let's keep moving here, and let's do a silver Maple, next best coin after a silver eagle, and that is 38.10 at Monument Metals, cheaper on eBay. Matter of fact, they're all in the 38s here, whether it be the Kangaroo, the Britannia, the Krugerrand, the Philharmonic, you're going to be in the 38s. Let's keep moving here, and just another look at the Army Privy Eagle, and there it is over on the U.S. Mint website. They will not remove the household order limit of 1. Perhaps they never will. They will not re-release them to the public. I've looked every morning at 4:30 my time, and not a hint of a release of the remaining 15,000 or so that who knows where they are, if they'll ever be released. Very, very hot coin and garnering big, big premiums in the aftermarket. So hopefully you got one, okay? Hopefully you got one. Hold on to it if you did, and or if you're flipping it, you can always do that and make some money. At Costco this morning, we have got silver at $3.99 for a 10-ounce bar, and we have got gold buffaloes at $3,519. Use your executive club membership and a good 2% rebate credit card. You'll be out the door under $3,400 on a buffalo. Yeah, but I think I'd probably get the gold bar at $34.49. You'll be out the door close to $3,300. You'll be under spot on that. I'd probably get the bar over the buffalo. You choose what you want, but remember those executive club memberships do cap out at $1,250, I think. For the year, for your subscription period, it rolls. It's a rolling year when that resets. So take that into account when you use it, for gold. Okay, junk is still around spot and should be cheaper today. It is $25.88, much cheaper on eBay. Let's keep going. And a 1-ounce round over at Summit Metals, $38.28, any quantity pricing on a Buffalo. Buffalo is a very good choice, but you can get these cheaper at Golden State Mint, and it won't be a Buffalo, but that's okay. $37.44 for a Freedom Eagle. Not a bad price, about $1 over. About $1.50 over, actually. Again, we're getting that much cheaper on eBay these days. We've got a kilo, random beat-up kilo for $1,196. I did see that Kazoo Bullion has got the Germania kilos for sale at about $12.50. So if you want to get over to Kazoo and check that out, I think it's about $12.50. Someone also had the 1-ounce bars at around $39.50. Maybe that was Kazoo, maybe it was not. If you have never picked up those 1-ounce chiclets, you may want to take this opportunity on a dip. And I would not pay, I'd have a hard time paying $3 over spot for those, but you may want to. They're very popular. Okay, you can get yourself a pocket pinger. We're on eBay now, and I appreciate it if you click my links when you buy something here. It helps my channel, keeps me going every morning early in the morning. And let's just do Silver Eagles. Let's see if we can get past all the rascals and the bums. I don't like this Liberty deal. Well, we can do $3.93 on this guy here. These are slightly toned. He calls it burnished. That makes him kind of suspect. Let's go on to something better. I don't like the fact that he called those burnished. If he burnished them, either he tumbled them himself, which is a way to burnish, or they are actually tarnished, and he's calling it burnished. I don't like that. That's kind of a tip. Let's see. 808 will put you at $40 a coin, about 39 out the door. Much cheaper than the dealers here, and $10 off if you buy more. And it is a good seller, good feedback, free shipping, and these are BU Random Eagles. Hopefully you get a back date. Hopefully you get like a 2,000 or something roll of Silver Eagles. So that deal is going to be way cheaper than the dealers. You could buy that right now on the dip. Will the dip go further? I think we could see 50 cents more. Okay, and a big old lot of Eagles. Can we beat 39? No, it's going to be about the same, about 39 on a big old lot of Eagles, maybe a couple pennies lower. All right, let's move on let's do the rotation of the Maple. Maples, 25 Maples, 981. 25 Britannias are 978. 25 Kangaroos are 993. 25 Krugerrands are 981. 978 is our price, and we'll go up to our cheat sheet here. 978 is just too expensive. No, I would not do that today. They were, I think, cheaper yesterday. Let's keep going and go to junk in the trunk, a small lot of junk. Let's see if we can get a smoking deal here. On $10 face, just roll down. When you click my link here, you'll get in the sort, and roll down till you see $10 face. Right there. Okay, 268, 26.8, get you out the door about 26 times face. And I think that beats the dealer deal right there for some old quarters, some Washington quarters. If you see anything you like better, like these Kennedy halves, neat. Very neat. 27.3, be about 26.4 out the door. And if you want to check the melt on that, come on now. If you want to check the melt on that, go up to my melt cheat sheet, 26.4 for some nice looking half dollars. Will mean you are paying right here under silver, junk, and bullion, 26.4. Put you out the door at about 37 times face, 37 melt, which would be about $1 over. No, you know, on second thought, I would not buy that. I think, oh, we can do much better than that. Yeah, actually, 268 is a little better, but no, that's not happening today. Let's find a bigger deal. Maybe we can make some money on a big deal. There's a big bag of Mercs, 27.3. And here's a large lot of, we want dates. We don't want holes. $100 bag. And right there. Okay, 26.5. Here we'll be at about 25.8 out the door. That'll be under spot. And let's see if we can get something better for a little bit more. Yeah, you can get halves here in a larger lot. They're going to be cheaper. You can get Franklin's for $8 more. 26.6 puts you out the door at about 25.8. 25.8 on the cheat sheet is about 35.30. Oh, that'll be well under melt there. So that's a very good deal if you're buying big. Not that one. That one, I'd get the Franklin's. They have dates? Yeah, they're going to have dates. I'd get the Franklin's. It's a good deal, man. That's a upscale numismatic. You know, you won't get any rare dates in that, but yeah, and Liberty will pick out anything that's valuable. But I would pay up for the Franklin's. I think that'd be very, very cool. But if you want to go cheap, you can do 26. You can do 26.50, much cheaper actually for quarters. 26.51, I would get the dimes over the quarters every day, or the halves over the quarters every day of the week. That's just how the market is priced. You don't see it now because premiums are compressed, but when FOMO returns, oh, here we go. Philly Fed Manufacturing, -4 versus -2 estimate. That is shows a declining economy. And let's see if that moved the markets at all. And what we got gold down 25 now. Gold recovered a little bit on maybe prospects of lower rates. And silver did not recover. I think we could see 35.60, 35.50 today in silver. Just have to let those, just have to let those shorts work their magic and let them work their magic for you so that you buy after, you buy when they cover, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's keep moving here. I'm going to skip the Carson Cities and the peace dollars and go to a kilo, cheapest kilo, not a half kilo, 1,223. That'll be under 1,200. Nothing shaking there. Let's look for something nice. If you pick up that Germania kilo, try to get the A code if somebody is selling it. Those are the first ones that ever came out. I think they'll garner some value over time. And there are no Germania kilos to be found. Okay, here's your vintage bar of the day, and not a bad price on a Jackson Precious Metals 10-ounce silver bar, $4.15, free shipping. You'll be out the door after a 3% rebate on your 3% rebate credit cards. Links on my website. That would be about $12, 13, but yeah, you'd be out the door around 400, if I did my math right, around 400 on this, and there are plenty of Jackson Precious Metals bars out there, but this one is nicely toned, authentic, and a good addition to your vintage bar stack. at $4 over spot. Come on. Okay, let's do 1 ounce rounds. 1 ounce rounds in a big old lot are 37.56, about 36.40. About 40 cents over spot on 1 ounce rounds. That beats the dealers. A small, let's see, 757 would be about 37.60, 36.60. I don't know, maybe 60 cents over on those 1 ounce rounds there. Random design, they look new to me. So that's another good way to buy silver if you're preparing for the breakout. You want to get ahead of it. You know, very, very, very little downside as opposed to a whole lot of upside there. And on the 100-ounce bar front, let's see, 37.57, about 36.50 out the door for a 100-ounce bar. If you see anything you love, you could buy it. Here's an Engelhard for 37.95, about 36.90 out the door. Oh no, that's a random. They're just showing you an Engelhard. Johnson Matthey is a great bar. And here's an old Engelhard for 38.02. That's a pressed bar, and you could clean that up. Here are some other old bars. Okay, Pony Express. Ooh, 38.33, Johnson Matthey. Let's look at that one. That's nice. Huh, nice looking old bar. Always pick the old ones over the new ones, guys. Okay, let's keep going here. We got to get on to junk. Okay, 1 gram junk. I'm sorry, 1 gram gold, not junk, and gold certainly is not junk. Get up to past the scams and get on to 124, minus 3% for a Geiger bar. Let's go up to 1/10 ounce gold. 1/10 ounce gold, 356, minus $10 would be 346. On a random design, maybe circulated 1/10 ounce round. Gold is gold if you're not buying gold eagles or sovereign gold, and you just want gold in assay or gold is gold, it'll be cheaper, and a very good chance your LCS will pay you exactly the same for this coin as they will for a 1/10 maple. Very, very possible, or a 1/10 Britannia, or I don't know, some shops, maybe even a 1/10 gold eagle, depending how reputable they are. Here we have here's a coronation, 360. That was a popular coin if you like British. Out the door under 350. Not bad. I would always get sovereign over medals or rounds. It just adds some authenticity to it. Not that they can't be counterfeited. Let's move up to a 1/4 ounce gold eagle, and let's see how cheap those get. 9.10 for a gold eagle, $30 off, about 8.80 on a gold eagle. And let's do a 10 gram gold bar. Out of stock. I have to fix that. 1/2 ounce random gold. Okay, we're going to have to search through all the weird stuff and the ugly head coins and the children dancing around the world. I don't wish one of the head coins on you guys, but it is sovereign U.S. gold, so you could certainly pick that up. 1768, $50 off will put you at about 1720, and then double that, you'd be at 3440. So whatever, about 70, $80 over melt. But let's go up to something a little nicer. Random mint sovereign, 1771, minus 40, $50. Gold shot. And there are some more secondaries. Okay, I don't know, I'm not impressed. Let's keep going. Let's find a 1 ounce random gold. Maybe we'll find something really cheap here. A gold bar. Yeah, there are no $2,000 1 ounce gold bars, guys, unless it's 14 karat. We got to get up into the 3,000s here. And let's keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, 3,400 for a Krugerrand. Yeah, 3,400 for a Krugerrand. On this one, you're going to take over $100 off. You'll be around 3,300. Let's see how good this seller is. Now, for feedback seller, you can't buy from that person. So we got to keep going here. Here's a Scottsdale bar. 91 seller. No, I would not buy from that person either. Here's a bullion.com deal, 34.73, 33.60 out the door, right around melt on a random mint gold coin, and those look to be circulated. But again, if they're sending them to the smelter, they won't care at the LCS. And for example, Vermilion Enterprises The coin shop on YouTube is paying 98% of melt on coins like this. So this will diminish your buy-sell spread if you're buying gold. And if you want sovereign gold, well, that covers two bases right there. You got sovereign gold. It's not counterfeited as much. You have a low buy premium, and you have the same sell premium as you do on bars and rounds and other stuff. So consider your buy sell spread when you buy gold, and nothing wrong with cheap gold. How about a buffalo? Let's do a buffalo if you like to go first class. And let's see, 35.63, about 34.50 out the door. Owie, I'm not paying that for a buffalo. You want to get that on Costco, guys, or maybe on Walmart. Walmart may have a good deal as well. Okay, let's keep going here. How about a $5 commemorative? And 847 is the dealio here. 847, you're going to take 3% off with a good credit card. That'd be about $30 off. You might be about 820 out the door. 820, we'll do the math here. 820 divided by 0.715. Whoa, what did I just do? No. Sorry. Start again. 820 divided by 0.241. Metal content gives you a melt of 4,149. What did I do here? 8, clear. 8, sorry about that. 820 divided by 0.241 equals, bingo, 3402. So what you get for $3,400 here, this is after your 3% rebate credit card, is going to be pretty close to melt. It's going to be sovereign. This is from BGASC, so good seller. And these are varied conditions, so probably going to be beat up, but gold is gold. It is sovereign gold. It has U.S. tax treatment. So there you go. There's not a thing in the world wrong with that, but BGSC may send you one that's not as nice as you'd like it to be. If you want a nice one for $2 more, here is a small seller, good feedback. Nice looking little coin there. I have had many of those bought and sold. So you can decide if you want to trust a 133 seller. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That is your choice. But nice looking commemorative there. And that will looks like that's BU if that matters to you. It may not even matter to your coin shop. Coin shops don't like these. They don't talk about these. They don't make a lot of money on these. But it's an excellent choice for sovereign U.S. fractional gold. Okay, and look how much cheaper it is than a quarter-ounce gold eagle. We have not done a pre-33 anymore. Of course, they're throwing the pre-33 out with the bathwater. Nobody wants it anymore. The kids don't even know what it is. So here we go. We got an extra fine double eagle. Now, personally, I like the St. Gaudens. I fall in love with my pre-33, and I never sell it. That's just me. It is very hard to sell a historic coin, especially when premiums are low. If that reverses someday and pre-33 garners a bid and they stop melting it, maybe that'll happen. But 3,413 on this one, $100 off, would be around 3,300 on a 0.9675 ounce of gold. Did I remember that right? Come on, give us the melt. It is a point. Oh, I'm going blurry-eyed here, guys. I believe it's a 9675. Now, you see, some sellers will not put that in the listing because, you might think that's an ounce of gold because it's a double eagle, but it's not an ounce of gold. And a seller that puts the metal content in the listing is going to be more reputable than one that does not. And I'm not digging on Liberty here, but I'm just saying, some people buy that, think it's an ounce of gold. It's certainly not pure gold, that's for sure. You can get a nice one. MS61. They're melting these MS61s. You got to get up over 63 or so to probably avoid the melter. Annex I don't like. NGC I don't like. Got something pretty in here. If I was going to buy pretty and highly graded sovereign gold coin, U.S. coins, I'd probably get the St. Gaudens, or I'd look for Indians or something a little more rare than the Liberty Head. But you decide what you want to do. Okay, I've gone on too long. Here's some stuff in my eBay store. Ask me for a friend discount if you want to pick something up. I got some good stuff in there, and some cheap stuff and some expensive stuff. But I'd love to help you out if you want something. Here are some of the bars I pour for channel members. And if you are a channel member, you can always pick up one of my bars. Best way to get me is losinglouis@yahoo.com, and we'll talk about how I can pour you a bar. Here is the Precious Metals Verifier, good deal on that. Food Saver, good deal on that. And there is the Devil Forge, good deal on that. This one's over at Amazon. The cards I recommend, the Amex card, Everyday Cash, and the PayPal card, 3% cash back on both of those. And I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see it every day. And, welcome new members, subscribers, and thanks everyone for all of your help. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.